Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Right to the air. Here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year, it's James Conner. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's taken in at the 9. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
On 1st and 10 is Conner, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here in Vegas. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And here comes Dortch on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Murray with a 3rd and long. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Raiders had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in there. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Thomas brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. O'Connell. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Counter play with Jacobs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Looking to throw. O'Connell. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point by Carlson up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Driving at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Forced out to his left. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. O'Connell. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down. O'Connell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Back to throw. O'Connell. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, O'Connell. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Their catch, the 24-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw once more on second and 10. Murray, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Murray to Moore, first down, Arizona.
Easily one of the most exciting player-team fits from last year's draft. Rondale Moore brought his brand of electricity to the Cardinals offense as a rookie. And he'll have an even bigger role in that offense this season and should easily top his 435 yards of 2021. He gets Arizona first down with that catch.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Murray steps away. And he'll just get rid of it.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On second down, and it's a fumble. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal.
Here's Murray. And it'll be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Look at the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone and not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. O'Connell. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams. His third touchdown of the game and 4th on the year as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Here's Connor on first down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mindset there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
On the counter, it's Connor.
And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
From the gun on third down, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be changing.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On first and 10, O'Connell. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. O'Connell, he finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. O'Connell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Marco Wilson.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
He'll try and run forward with Connor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Cards have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas Vegas about set to begin the drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery. Touchdown for Arizona. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
35. Raiders 21.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch. Made on the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Throwing on 1st down. O'Connell. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. O'Connell. It's caught. Smith. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Off play action. O'Connell. And now here is another interception. And the Cardinals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
Down inside the 10, and down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you are familiar without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 21.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. O'Connell. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. On 4th down, O'Connell. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw it, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jacobs going to try the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Again, running right is counter. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Throwing now is Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some room to work. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now here is another interception. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. O'Connell. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll look to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did